Yeah, James Well from the Boxing Source here. What did you learn there in the first few rounds against Julian J. Rock Williams that kind of could carry over for future matchups because he was a former unified champion there at 154, and he kind of like had some work there in the first few rounds before you were able to make those adjustments. Yeah, Yeah, Antoine. And you talked about the journey, when we chopped it up, over at the gym and everything like that. And even though you worked hard to hear that announcement and the news, you also said the journey is not over. So how's it, having all that hard work, but still saying, hey, I still got more to go? Honestly. Yes, sir. You see. You see, I don't know. Let's see it, my man. Man. Let's see, man. My God. Wish it still had more water. Wish it still had more water. For real. You still listening live to us? Yeah, I could, well, we might have some time. So yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, finally. Mhm. Yo, who knows how long it's gonna be till they come out? Of course, touch. We're gonna post it.
Yeah,
Stand up right on that square. No one. Bernard Hopkins, I've seen some crazy.
I think I'm here. Can you hear me, J-Ro? Can you hear me, J-Ro? Okay, okay. So so first of all, what an event! What an event! And I gotta tell you, there were a lot of Lamont Roach fans there today, and there was a guy that was screaming all night, "Fuck him, Roach! Fuck him, Roach!" Show him, Roach. Make him pay, Roach. All
Make it
night
believe
long.
it. He said,
And
make it believe it.
a lot of people in the arena left thinking that Gervonta Davis should have been given his first loss today. I gotta say that. A lot of people left the arena thinking that. Now, no, no, I wasn't. But I will say, hold on. Before you say wow, wow, I will say that I was not scoring the fight closely. I was not scoring the fight closely because I didn't. I went into the fight believing there was no reason to score the fight. Okay, and I think what we saw today, what we saw today, showed that first of all, Lamont Roach is a better fighter than people think. And it also showed that when you start talking about retiring, it might be time to retire. Because to me, Tank, he went in there thinking that this wasn't going to go 12 either. Like he was just going to show up and Lamar Roach was going to wilt at his mere presence. And he fought like that. He didn't seem like he was taking it too seriously. And when he saw Lamont Roach go back at him, it was just like these little strange things that Tank was doing. Now, as for the knockdown, that wasn't a knockdown, right? Nobody in the arena understood what the fuck happened. We all assumed that somebody came with a low blow or something. We just missed it. But that was strange. That was strange. And then not only was a knockdown not called, Tank was allowed to go to the corner, and what did he get? Like, what did he get support? Like, what happened? Okay. So I thought all of that was strange. Now I'm not going to scream corruption. I'm not going to scream corruption. I heard Cliff say corruption, but Cliff, you had a bad day at work. Steve Willis had a bad day at work. Okay, it just so happened that his bad day at work happened in one of the biggest fights that he shit the bed. Point blank. Yes, yes.
Man, hey, we're still waiting, y'all. Still waiting. We'll see how long it'll take before they reach the podium.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I don't want to hypothesize that or speculate because I just think that Steve Willis had a bad day at the office. And maybe this is why referees should be made available to the media because I'm very curious to know why is it he did not count that as a knockdown. And also, I want to know what was the instruction that the judges were given that day that was counted as a knockdown because, as you said, this is supposed to knock down at the beginning of the referee. Like, I don't understand what happened, but I.
Live. Hey, Sean.
Now,
Hey, Sean. Live.
well, so
Yeah,
so then I will
live.
say
It looked like
that
Roach did
I
like take
didn't know that
it.
before. Obviously, I'm in the arena, so then I will say, we can't really blame Steve Willis not counting because it was reviewed and upheld as not a
He just
knockdown.
outworked him.
No.
Plus, plus, yeah. I ain't know what happened. I don't know what happened though. I really don't.
No. I never seen a timeout like that in boxing. That's what that
Ever.
that's
What?
what the
I've probably seen something like that, but not like that. Though. Not like that. I know, cause and then yeah, but still, like when the refs started counting, I want to see the replay because what happens is it's not just the ref, it's the other person.
Ready to welcome one half of our main event, the 130-pound reigning WBA world champion who just had a terrific performance. Unfortunately, there was no winner with a majority draw. So it's a pleasure to welcome the Reaper, Lamont Roach. He had a tremendous performance, and this was a performance that this man knew he had in him. He had a confidence all week going into this fight, and you all saw why he had that confidence. Great performance, Lamont. I know you're frustrated because you wanted to win. You felt like you won. So just thoughts on the fight, and after having a couple of minutes to decompress, what are your thinking right now?
Man, obviously I want to go back and watch it, but clearly in there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the motherfucking bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And you know, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
All right, guys, raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. So try to be patient because we will try to get to you.
Hey, Lamont, over here.
What's up?
Yo, what's up? Hey, you know, during this fight here, like, you showed the world that you didn't back down because, of course, leading into the fight, like, folks were like saying, oh, Tank's opponents get intimidated and everything like that. But, of course, like you said in the press conference, you ready to boogie because you already knew what it was, you know, between you and Tank. So what did you think about, you know, going into that fight as far as, like, going back and forth with Tank as far as, like, throwing more combinations over the course of those rounds?
Hey, let down, bud.
I just think, I mean, going into the fight, I knew I had what it takes. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I sparred guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like being up close and personal. Obviously, I seen it on the TV and shit like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him. But you know, I just knew that I can be in it, and I knew that I can do better than him to win rounds, win exchanges, because he fighting spurts.
Lamont, you want to come to the podium and answer questions? We'll bring you up to the podium, and you'll have media ask questions. Media, continue raising your hand. Media, continue raising your hand. They just want you so they can see you better.
Thank you.
Lamont, KG with Fight Hype. So right here, Lamont. There you go. Thank you. So I mean, look, I gotta ask. You know, when you think about this decision and it being a draw, and you think about what happened in the 9th round, how frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man, I'm not. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
In the back,
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change it, so.
Lamont, Sean Tell, congrats, man, on fighting a great fight. A lot of people agree with you that you did win the fight. Just can you talk about Gervonta's power? He got you with some good shots, but you kept staying in the center of the ring with him. A lot of other fighters don't deal with the power as well. How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll.
over here, Lamont. Hey, Lamont.
What's up?
Congratulations. How did you feel walking into the ring, and at what point did you loosen up and really get into your groove?
Walking into the ring, I felt like everybody had me fucked up, including him. And I think that's how I fought too. I think I got into a groove early. I ain't gonna lie. I was feeling it from the jump. I was feeling it from the jump. I was on timing today. I was on timing for sure.
Lamar, Urban Sports Team. I got 2 questions. First, when I asked your brother what was 2025 going to look like for No Excuse, he said your father will become Coach of the Year. What you think about that?
I said that too.
Absolutely.
I've been saying that. That man a genius, man. That man a genius. He soaked up a lot of game from my cousin, man. My cousin Bernard Boogaloo Roach. And just to shout him out, man. I did this for him, man. We started this from the ground up. From the ground up. When I first started boxing, we went and got our own gym, cleaned the gym up, and made it a gym out of a shed. Me, Boogaloo, and my dad. So, you know, he will be trainer of the year after this rematch.
Hey, congrats. And can we get the rematch back in the DMV? You got some say
Come
now,
on.
bro.
Oh,
Come on.
That's a goodie right there.
Come on.
I hope so. I'm a bargain for that. I'm a bargain for
You
that.
should, man.
Sure.
You ain't had no say in this one, but come on, bro.
Yeah, no question. I'm trying to do that. Right here.
Hey Lamont. Hey,
What's up?
congratulations on that performance. I'm sure a lot of people were extremely impressed. Shakur Stevenson said that if you can't get the rematch, he has a championship fight waiting for you. What do you think about that?
That's why I love him. Genuinely speaking, man, that's what I want to do. I want to fight the best fights. You know, like I said, hopefully we can get the rematch. If not, hopefully I can, but more than likely we can get in there with Shakur because, you know, we already talked. And it's all about showing who's the best. It's all about good competition, and that's what I'm on. I'm in here trying to prove that I'm the best.
Right here. Andres Gomez, Coinman Boxing. My question is for Lamont Roach Sr. Coach, how would you rate your son's performance, and what did you think of the fight?
That's a good question, man. I told him to go out there and be great, and that's exactly what he did. So get A+ from me. We didn't get the decision like we wanted. It was a draw. We thought we won a fight, but that's boxing for you. But I'm so proud of him, though. Words can't explain.
What's up, champ? It's Barack.
What's up, Barack?
What's going on, man? For Reign Champs on All the Smoke fight. Congratulations, coach. Congratulations, Lamont.
Thank you.
Now, you said you was on timing. You said he was great, coach. But is there more in your bag? Because it only came up with a draw. It could be maybe the judges, whatever. It could be New York, who knows? But is there more in your bag? Off the top of your head, do you know that there's more in your bag?
100%. 100% for sure. But I said the press conference. I got a big bag. Big bag. My bag deep for sure.
Hey Lamont, Will from Is What It Is Now. We spoke to you at the press conference, and I talked to you and asked you about the feeling of respect compared to disrespect. You said he wasn't looking at. What did you feel after that, after your performance tonight? How did you look at toe-to-toe?
It's still gonna be respect. At the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand that he didn't have to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have to. He's a superstar. He can fight whoever he wants. He didn't have to fight me. When we signed the fight, he stuck to his word. We fought, and so I'm always gonna respect him for that. He gave me the opportunity, and I just really can't wait to run it back. For real, I can't wait. But it's definitely respect.
Over here, Lamont, Tiger Munn, DC News Now. We're at the end of the journey now. Fight's over.
Oh, it's far from over. Far from over.
But can you just tell me, after the decision, after everything, walking back to the locker room with you and your team, tell me how that moment was.
I was pissed. I found myself getting like a little upset, but I shook it off. I got a lot of great people in my corner telling me that I don't need to have my head down, that I performed well, and they just uplifted me because I ain't gonna lie, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I don't win, then I want y'all to put yourself in my shoes. I thought I did a hell of a performance, and not to come up with the win, it's a little frustrating, it's a little disappointment. But I shook that funk. We're gonna boogie again.
Okay. Right in the back. Yeah. At what point in this fight, was there a point in the fight where you thought, where your confidence grew, and you thought, it seemed like when you started, when you absorbed some of his best shots, it seemed like your confidence grew and grew throughout the fight, and did a little past history, knowing what he does, kind of come into this?
My confidence was through the roof yesterday. I ain't really like. I mean, I get in the mode. I get in my mode when I'm in. I get in my bag when I'm in the ring. But, bro, I'm ready. I was ready. We could have fought a week ago. I was ready. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was ready. My confidence was through the roof before. It's still through the roof, and I just want to go back and watch it. I want to go back and watch it.
Hey, Lamont, congratulations, man. Great performance. Dante's Boxing Nation, I just wanted to ask you, they talked about his power a lot, but I want to ask you about your power because it seems like you buckled him a couple of times and backed him up off you. So, you know, what do you got to say about that? Because it looked like you met the challenge.
I think I'm cracking. I've been saying that, man. I think I'm cracking. I'm really blessed to have the coaches that I have. We worked on a good game plan, placing shots very well, looking for certain shots, being able to counter, and I think I was on timing, especially like in the perfect moments to land beautiful shots. Some of the shots that might have stumbled him or visibly hurt him. He's tough. He's a great fighter. He's tough. He knows what to do. If he does get buzzed, even if he wasn't buzzed, if it looks like it, he's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like he knew what to do.
Lamont, during the fight or after the fight right here, what kind of acknowledgement did you get from Tank that, you know, hey, tonight you were my equal or maybe even the better man?
I mean, we exchanged words. He just said, you know, good fight. I told him good fight. I honestly think he thought it was up in the air too. Like he said, he thought he won. I think I won. We got a draw, so it's mutual. It's mutual respect for each other's skill levels. And it's mutual respect for each other's will too. It take a man to get in there and thump for 12 rounds.
Lamont, what up? It's Ock, all the show over here.
Yo.
Congrats.
Thank you, brother.
You felt like you won the fight, but when the fight was over, before the judges, you know, before the scorecards came up on in the ring, were you worried at all that maybe you wouldn't get the nod?
Y'all know something funny? We was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th. We was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, shit, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I was like, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing works. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing works. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, here it comes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
What up, though? It's me, Stu, from the Shade Room, and I just want to say, interviewing you really reminded me of times of like almost like Crawford, your composure. You know, you seem very prepared. You seem very confident. Like you said, your confidence was through the roof. Do you think that your performance this evening, when I asked you, you know, what was this going to mean to you, you said, well, the world would see you for who you are as a fighter. Do you feel your performance tonight was able to propel your experience in the fight game to the next level, and do you feel you were able to show the world who you are today as a fighter?
Most definitely. Tank's a world-class competitor. He's a pound-for-pound talent, and you know, for a fight that I think I won against him, I just, you know, I should be in those conversations.
All right, last question.
Muhammad Mubarak with EURweb.com. How would you rate your performance from 1 to 10?
Honestly, I gotta go back and look at the tape, but right now I feel like I did a 10. after the final bell rung, I thought I did a hell of a job. Maybe after I watch it, I might, you know, deduct a few decimals or something like that. But I think I did well. I think I did very well.
just want to say one thing. Let's give him a round of applause. You guys know now who Lamont Roach is. Thank you guys for a hell of a job. DVC, Luis de Culas, Al Heyman, thank you. Brobox, thank you very much, and we'll see you very soon.
Yes, sir. And if any of y'all get knocked out to all this, I'm going to go back and look at y'all pages. I promise you. I promise you. I'm so glad the fake boxing media not in the two-tone, showbiz, all that. Ray Jackson, fuck. Nah, I like Ray Jackson. Only because he's funny. Only because he's funny. Other than that, fuck two-tone. Fuck showbiz. I'm like, come on, all right. They don't know nothing about boxing. I appreciate you guys here. Thank you. And I just want to thank my Savior, Lord, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for letting me be here, letting me perform and do what I do. Man, I'm so blessed. Thank you to my team, Gary, Robert, my dad, Big Ben, Clean, Coach D, Poncho, Zoe, Reggie, everybody, man. Thank you. We'll be right back. We'll be right back for sure.
Who would have thought Jesus got a lot of
Reza too. Reza got me fast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Lamont Roach, 130-pound reigning champion. As his team said, we hope to see him very soon as him and Tank hopefully will run it back. So we are awaiting Gervonta Tank Davis. He should be coming here shortly, so hang tight. And Team Tank and Gervonta Davis should be making his way here shortly.
Oh, 42 and 0.
I got it to. Oh, you didn't. I just connected to a laptop. Oh, my laptop's dying though. I'm still up straight. I got like 20%.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like a baby tonight. I'm gonna go home, watch Matlock.
He said Matlock. It's got to be like Perry Mason.
I like Perry Mason. But I like the made-for-TV movies, not the black and white stuff.
Yeah.
It's good. I'll be on that side. Yeah, you can try it.
You're gonna make it through. What time you fly back out?
Yeah, that's good.
Y'all staying for the regular season?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
The press conference will be great.
Nah, we on surfaces. We good on that. I'm okay.
Johnny, I'm gonna stay here.
My For You page is mostly Lord on the SVU and Judge Judy. Yeah, I love Judge Judy.
Wait, which
KG.
how does he do for the shape room? That's what I was talking about. Yeah, this thing's still going, y'all. It's still waiting.
Is this the most anticipated take press?
Whatever, it don't matter, I don't care.
It might be. You're gonna need to make your way to see
What up? Very, very interesting event. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My guys in Vegas. Might just get that one upset.
No, Gary Antoine continues to box the streak. Undefeated. Undefeated. Next up is Cordell Booker.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. Oh, which one? With Gary Antoine? Oh, nice. I didn't know what I was going there.
All the way, it was at the end.
Okay, I didn't record it. Oh, that's so like a celebrity video. Kind of
I'm telling you, when I saw you that crazy,
Yeah.
like that, I pictured it immediately. I'm like, that's
And I was casing the main I did punch season.
Yeah, still waiting, y'all.
Bro, I'm at the post-fight press. This is why I told you. I'll be honest with you.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even look to see what the odds were on the draw.
On what?
On the draw.
Oh.
I didn't even check.
Yeah, I ain't
Right?
Because everything I screenshot was just the money line.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't even look at that.
Oh my God. I bet it was crazy.
Probably like plus 2,200, something like that. This was a damn good event.
Oh yeah.
This was a damn good event. But I gotta tell you.
You know I was surprised because of course that Foyle versus Martin.
That was a good scrap. Did Martin say he won?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I missed his first go.
Nah, they didn't have either one of them. Man.
Great event.
Oh, yeah.
As a wrestler, you know I'm a big wrestling fan.
What was it? Oh, well, I can't because I'm too old.
Greatest moment in wrestling history happened tonight. The greatest moment since Hulk Hogan joined the NWO happened tonight.
Oh my God.
Was Travis Scott a part of it? Did it
No,
say that right?
no, The Rock was.
What have I been saying all these years?
I don't want to spoil it, but if you wanted to, I can tell you.
I saw what happened. Just not seen that. So
Yeah.
I just couldn't watch it. We had no internet. So.
I know.
Yeah, like
unbelievable. I can't believe they finally did it after all this time. Yeah, the network was not working. But this, I gotta say, it's a really great event. But Tank did not send the people home.
No, he did not.
And that is. If this was Vince McMahon, he would have said, "Hey, dude, you gotta send the people home."
Man, the post fight or the drink for that. But they're gonna show both of them talking during the fight. Oh, Coach Barry.
Barry Hunter.
Barry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll resume things now as we bring on head trainer Barry Hunter. And Barry, we'll have you come stand at the podium to answer a few questions from the boxing media. But first, if you want to start things off, you know, after the majority draw in what was a tremendous fight, neither fighter, I believe, is satisfied. Just get your thoughts from your vantage point, you know, training Tank, and what your thoughts were on the results of the fight.
Thank you guys. Sorry for keeping me on late, waiting so late. I know it's about 2 or 3 o'clock. I don't lost track of time, dates, and everything. Yeah, it was a spirited fight. And if you remember early on when we spoke at the Barclays, and actually on the All Access, I told you then, Lamont, you're a very skillful fighter. You can fight us from the area. In that DMV area, there's a lot of talent. and nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. So I knew it was going to be a hard fight. This has been going on forever. We all help each other. They know our strengths. They know our secrets. We know theirs, and vice versa. So that is what made for a good fight. I thought it was a great fight, spirited fight, and I'd like to see it run back again.
All right, any questions here?
Over here, James Bell, Boxing Associate, Coach Barry. Of course, we talked about what you just said about the DMV area and how talented it is. And with, these two fighters, being familiar with each other from the amateurs, like we was talking about, like back in Roseruff and everything like that. Like, what did you see there from Lamont Roach Jr. during those rounds where you pretty much felt like, hey, we needed to make a serious adjustment, like I would say in the second half of the fight?
Well, I knew he would be hungry. I knew he was going to fight extremely hard. I told you earlier that Lamont Roach was having a cheat day, so we knew that going into this fight. I thought there were times, there were opportunities when we were inside. We should have took advantage of a few things on the inside, but for the most part, this was a fight based on strategy. This was a fight, actually Tank thought it was round 8 when it was round 12. So if you notice, he moved the whole time. So, being in shape wasn't a problem. There were times that I thought there was a lack of focus. There was a couple of opportunities here for some counters, and we missed them opportunities. But for the most part, I thought it was a spirited fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time I want to bring on Calvin Ford, who's also part of Team Tank, as we know. So if you have questions for either Barry or Calvin, again, feel free to raise your hand. But Calvin Ford here as well to answer questions.
Coach Barry, it's KG with Fight Hype. I wanted to ask you, Coach, from your vantage point, could you just give us what your perspective was of what happened in round 9 when Tank appeared to take a knee?
I can't speak to that, but I don't have hair. But apparently, he had his hair braided, and they put some kind of chemical, I don't know if it's some whole juice, I don't know what y'all call it. But with the sweat and the heat and all, it ran down into his eyes. And when he came, he turned around, he took a knee, and he was complaining about his eyes burning. And when Calvin wiped his eyes, it was still burning. So that's what happened in that situation. And that caught all of us off guard. In the amateurs, you can get away with that.
Hey, Coach Barry.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
This is Summer with Summertime Productions. I wanted to know if you agreed with the outcome of the fight and if you thought that them knowing each other and growing up together contributed to the performance.
Yes and no. I thought that Tank was boxing early on. I thought we abandoned our jab somewhat in the fight a little bit. But down the stretch, I thought maybe, I believe, 2 or 3 rounds, I can't remember, Calvin, was one of the rounds that...
We needed 3 rounds. He just went down, he just, like you said, we looked at 3 rounds. Barry just called out, yo, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2. He got the 2. But he forgot where he was at. He thought he was still in the 8th round. He thought he still had rounds to go.
Thought he still had rounds to go. Thought he was in the 8th round.
He was good. We just couldn't figure out why he wouldn't pick it up.
Right. And so I think it was maybe a lack of focus, just for a little bit, and we'll fix that. But nevertheless, I think that made that fight a draw.
This question is for Coach Calvin Ford. This is Matt from Brunch Boxing. Now, we know that Tank has talked in the past about retiring, leaving the game of boxing. As someone that's had Tank since basically he was a puppet, you've raised him as a boxer and a man, what would you like to see Tank do after tonight?
I'd like to see Tank to do what he want to do. I said at the last press conference. Y'all gotta understand, them guys been doing it since they were little. This might energize them again.
Oh, yeah. In fact, he backstage right now talking about he want a rematch.
Backstage, you want to go to the gym right now.
Yes, that's what he said. So I think that retirement stuff was out the door.
Yeah, so.
Right here.
Chris Murray, Philadelphia Sunday Sun. I gotta ask this question in the sense that you said, Cal before and for Coach Barry as well. You said before the fight that you wanted to see him take his game to another level. What didn't he do in this fight that that you felt he could have done and whatnot, and pretty much opened the fight up to being a draw?
Well, like I said again, they've been knowing each other since they learned. Roach, he stepped up for the cause. He stepped up. You know what I'm saying? And again, Tank history, I always sit there and tell you, I don't like knockouts, like punishment. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes things got to happen to make you get back to where you belong at. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good, skillful ass fight. Skillful. Both of them want to take certain chances. Some of them take chances. You know what I'm saying? We seen, it was like we was on a boat and it was just like this, you know? But like we thought he could have did more.
Thought he could have did more, and hat go off to Lamont Roach. Yeah. You know, he was prepared. Yeah. There were shots that he took that the average person would have went out on. And he took, pretty much Tank was sitting on the uppercut, and he threw it, and he was able to catch some of those uppercuts. So, yeah, you got to give him credit.
Hey guys, this is Will. Now what? It is what it is. Going back home, who's going to have the bragging rights?
Well, both of us back today was that again. Nobody won. Nobody won. He can sit there and say, I didn't get knocked out. That's the only thing that's good to say. I didn't get knocked out. Maybe that was his championship, because he did. You know what I'm saying? He fought a brilliant fight. Salute goes off to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tank was talking about retirement stuff. That might change that. We don't know. We have to wait and see.
To the Tank's credit, I don't know if you guys know, but Amanda Serrano suffered the same issue during the fight last year. Well, before the fight started, she got braids, the chemicals leaked in her eye, and her fight had to be canceled, like on fight night. So whatever he was going through, I'm pretty sure was real. Now, do you feel that Tank, because he's known as a knockout artist and he's shown the world that he's one of the best pound-for-pound punchers in the world, that he does start off slow? That's a narrative, that he starts off slow, waiting for that one shot. Does he give away too many rounds early because of that?
I'll take it. Actually, if you notice, this time in the fight, instead of him just totally just standing, there were times where they looked like they were going to engage in inside fighting, right? And I thought he stayed there a little bit too long. But for the most part, he was moving a lot in that fight tonight. You know what I mean? And to move the way he was moving and to think it was 8 rounds when it was going into the 12th, you know what I mean? Let me know being in shape wasn't an issue. You know what I mean? I just think it was a lack of focus down the stretch. I thought and I asked for just a little bit more, turn up just a little bit more. And I thought we could have, done a little bit more damage.
And to piggyback on it, I think Tank did pick it up in the beginning rounds. So they was both even. If you watch the fight, they was both watching each other. Sometimes they stood right in front of each other, but just trying to figure out where the holes was at. It was a very skillful fight.
And which is one of the things that when you fight somebody that you know that well, you don't have that advantage or that element of surprise because they know you just like you know them.
Coach Barry or Coach Calvin, again, this is KG with Fight Hype. I just want to ask you guys, because I've heard you both say a few times, during this conversation that there was a lack of focus. Prior to the fight, Tank had talked about retirement. We wouldn't call it a coaching change, and much respect to you guys, but just a switch in what was normal for Tank. Where do you think the lack of focus is coming from, or what do you think impacted his focus tonight during the fight?
Calvin spoke earlier when he was saying that he wants Tank to do what Tank wants to do. And when you think about the fight as a whole, the little whatever that stuff is you say Serrano got in her eyes, I think once that happened, he started thinking about this stuff in my eyes, and this man's still coming, and I don't want to get caught with something. So I thought he started paying more attention to the juice running into his eyes than Lamont Roach himself.
Anyone else?
Raise your hand if you have a question.
Over there in the back, 1 second.
Coach Calvin, you was there with Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach when they fought in the amateurs. And how do you compare that fight to how they fought now? Was it a similar fight? Was it that much of a difference?
Funny that you asked. I seen a glimpse of it. When they was holding each other down, spinning each other. But it was parts in there, right? I really seen the depth side of being a professional boxer. They was both dead on point. You know what I'm saying? Lamont was doing what he was supposed to do. He really stepped up to actually do what he was supposed to do. He stayed busy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tank was coming back to the sound of it. His shots, Tank's shots was incredible. He was hitting Lamont with some nice shots that, like we said, we thought he would have went out with. And he took him. And in his mind, he said, Tank is not going to knock me out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a victory for him. You know, and if you look at it, that was a very skillful fight that we watched. That Tank had to do 12 rounds.
Over here,
Over here. Barry, I wanted to ask you, Tank said that he didn't want to get caught with nothing late. Do you think that Lamont Roach's power was bothering him at any point? Do you think that Tank was buzzed at any point during the fight?
He said to us in the back, he wasn't buzzed. There was, I don't know what round it was, and he fell in and pulled out, and Lamont Roach countered with, I believe it was a right hand, all right? When he came back to the corner, he said, he caught me one time, and definitely he felt that shot. But for the most part, other than that, he thought that he could see most of the punches coming. That was the only punch that got his attention.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, this question is for Coach Calvin. You often assess a number of the fights that Tank has had over the course of his career, and one of them that stood out to you was his fight against Hector Luis Garcia when it came to a skills perspective. Yeah. So here in this one, how does that like compare to of course like?
Because their defense was real. If you watch both of them defense, man, both of them was letting some shots go. They just didn't want to take chances.
Yes.
They didn't want to take chances because they feel somebody can get seriously hurt. And when you did hear them throwing some stuff, everybody, ooh, wow. So I think Lamont used his jab more than Tank.
Yes, he did.
But other than that, Tank power shots was getting it.
Anybody else?
Congrats to you guys for completing this mission, first off. It seems like I can see you guys have a whole lot of love for Lamont because it seems like you're on both sides right now, looking at it from both sides, coaching the fight. But I want to know, at that last second, were you worried that we might have lost this fight?
No, I didn't think we lost the fight. I knew it was close. Like Cal said, I think I asked for 3 rounds. We need these 3, I need these 2, you know what I mean? He's thinking that he got a couple more rounds to go. But I didn't think, I knew it was a close fight. And I thought we pulled out the last couple of rounds. But I know where, in my thinking, that I thought we were going to lose the fight.
No, but that never ran across my mind because, like I said again, both of them came up in the same era. Lamont was just a year behind him, and like I said again, it was a good fight.
And Barack, the reason why like you heard, we got a lot of love for Lamont and his team and his crew. We didn't give him credit where it's due. I mean, I cannot take away, right, with this guy, he can fight. You know what I mean? And we so used to seeing Tank knock everybody out. You know what I mean? When he goes the distance, you know what I mean, it's a shot. Or he lost. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so that's what, but I would never get up here in front of y'all or anybody else and tell a lie about this man couldn't fight. I knew that going into it.
Everybody knew. Everybody said that. They knew. I even told y'all, I said, y'all think, I just said it. I said, this is going to be a good fight. And Lamont really worked hard. He put everything on the line. And I said it in the last press conference, I said, listen, man, we're going to see a good fight.
Coach Barry, Coach Calvin, you know, you guys collaborated on this fight to get Gervonta ready. You both built world champions from scratch from the beginning, but there was a change in the coaching dynamic. The first 30 fights of Tank's career, Calvin's the lead trainer and everything. Did that have anything? Did any of the coaching dynamics? Because people will wonder that. Did it have anything to do with Tank, you know, not performing the way people were used to?
I'm not gonna let nobody put that in my head. I'm not gonna let nobody put that in his head.
That's right. And you say the first 30, if you go back to the first half of his career, I was there. You know what I mean? So, like he said, and if you look at the fight, we all was speaking the whole time. So, you know, I don't think that was a fact.
Any more questions?
Any more questions for either Coach Calvin Ford or Coach Barry Hunter? All right, guys. So we'll have Coach Barry Hunter and Coach Calvin Ford wait up here as Gervonta is getting ready and should be up here to the podium shortly. So hang tight. We'll have Tank on the way.
Actually, it's not true. They have this similar type of project in our wheelhouse.
I gotta say though, maybe people underrated Coach Ford. Because this would not have happened if he was I'll tell you what.
I don't even know who one them is.
I've never seen Tank like this. Yeah, of course I have. Oh, that. Are you crazy?
I'm not. Sometimes, like, you know.
Maybe it's just what's condescending. Of course. You were perfect at your job. You're the only person in life that was perfect at your job. But if you got one foot on the door, you want to move your side. Can't have that. That rematch? I'm good. I'm good on the rematch. You good? I don't need to see it. Oh. You need to see a rematch? Probably. I don't need to see a rematch. You bring on Keyshawn?
If we're here without sex,
Just make sure my lazy eye not showing. Wait, did your phone just like flip into a phone? What the fuck? I've never seen no shit like that.
He could have come. You came everywhere I was at. He was pissed. Pissed. And blame me. Why would I do it? I'm like, how to fool you think He was pissed. He was like, so what are you going to do? I'm like,
I don't want to play with anybody can do it.
I was like, I'll email him back and ask
I feel like I should have been fake to see that.
And they said no. Yeah, I responded. I was like, my camera person called me like, you didn't indicate who your camera person was on your credentials list, and I didn't. I didn't want to do too
I
much.
don't know.
Yeah. Alright, thank you. He was pissed.
Yo, Jay,
He was texting me like, so what do you
got to get I don't know what you're talking
He and then he asked, he had this ticket.
I wasn't feeling
Yeah, because I had these in there. The one I had. I had three. No, he was listening to me. I was like, yeah, you can get it. This says summer.
I don't like when the coach makes it seem like their game plan was perfect, it just wasn't executed. Because as a coach, you should see things. First of all,
He wanted it because he's a
how does everybody know it's the 12 You should be reminded of the rounds. That's insane. Right? Hey, that's right. That's right. So that's insane, though. I don't think play some boxing, you know? You play some boxing.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be a bad look for him.
I'm telling you right now, you better walk to the press conference in a 3-piece suit. Because you don't take the money, right? You better not come in with a sweat.
Yeah, you don't come in with that same outfit.
Yeah, like, ain't no way you take this along here.
What's the clothing line called? Forgot.
The Chrome Hearts.
Yeah, the Chrome Hearts. Oh, man. I don't even see it.
Yeah, I'm so happy for the Russell family.
Yeah. No, when I saw
When they started falling, I almost cried. Like dead ass, I almost cried. Different kind of like emotion. Just so overwhelmed.
Because, you know, he had one brother that was my brother older. And his father died. The other brother had a heart attack at 25 and died.
Yeah, you said his whole career That is a fact.
Honestly, it just
That
seems
is a
like
fact.
he was getting used to having Gary Jr. as his
But
trainer.
I mean, as a professional, you got to be able to carry yourself a certain way, and you ain't seen it. You ain't seen it from him. Now I don't know about that. I don't know if he gonna turn into no AB. Nah. He ain't really. He ain't really built like. He ain't really built himself up like that. Like AB was, talented, but you knew that AB was on some other, stuff. It wasn't just boxing with Broner. Like Tank, boxing was his life. Like he didn't have anything yet. Like he basically said, like if he don't have this, he don't have anything else. So, like, he was taking this thing serious. He said, and Chase Floyd later said, "Hey man, this is almost like what that first Marcos Maidana fight. You know what I mean? But like I said, Lamont Roach did his thing. Definitely did his thing tonight." I don't know about that convo, but hey, listen, if they had that rematch, how much money would that be? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, who want a water?
At least top rank.
Martin, me debes una.
Well, I wouldn't count it as a draw, though. Yo, big ups for everyone tuning in and everything like that. All right, this is see Coach Kenny. So here we go.
And the night was so fun. You had Dipset coming out. Like everything was set. But like Vinnie Mac says, you guys.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, what's up? Oh, there's putting a song like yeah, I'm a good one. Yeah, we'll see. Jesus, what's going on? V and Bree, you see it. You see it. You see it. You see it. The rematch making even more money.
Okay. But you know what's funny? Remember after the first press conference, I was saying this is a dangerous fight for Tank. Because I don't know, it just that first press conference in Brooklyn, I was like, I don't know if he was a little funny. But then he seemed activated in the DC press conference. But now you see tonight, I don't know. But that's not to take any credit from Lamont Roach. He performed great. He performed great. And it was a great fight.
Hell yeah.
That's the thing.
That was like how I felt after the Benavidez Morrell joint.
Oh yeah. Well, no, Benavidez Morrell did a lot more of them. Yo, when Benavidez started turning up, and he makes this weird sound when he's like getting off his punches, like he's just like chopping away. I was like, oh yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. I needed a cigarette after that. That was.
Nah, Shakur ain't next. Shakur got another fight lined up, most likely. Like, Eddie Hearn has something lined up for him.
This was a great event.
Yeah, great event. Hell yeah. Still got.
So what are the odds now with Lamont Roach? It was minus
1,600.
Yeah.
What was the second fight gonna open up at?
About minus 2,000.
Probably give.
Is it minus 2,000?
So you said minus 2,300? No way.
No?
Hell no.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Hell no.
Devin versus Tank can't happen because Devin's locked in with Riyadh season. He got the fight in May against Jose Ramirez, and after that it's going to be Devin and Ryan again. So let's see. Now Roach being avoided, I don't know. I'd like to see what the WBA does now. You know, Roach didn't win, Roach didn't lose.
I thought it was close. I gave it to Tank.
You know, Roach didn't win,
ladies and gentlemen,
Roach didn't
if you
lose.
could all please take your seats. We want to welcome on the WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank, we're going to bring you up to the podium as we welcome you into the media, and you can discuss the fight and give the media some thoughts.
Thank y'all for waiting and things like that. It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss here, so I felt like I won it. You know, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully, I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in the fight. But it's cool.
Okay, questions?
Tank, it's KG with Fight Hype. I wanted to ask Tank, you know, when the decision was read, the way that you reacted, you know, it looked like you was upset. You slammed your gloves on the canvas. What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
I didn't slam my glove on the canvas.
Okay, maybe I mistook from my vantage point, so that's my mistake. But what was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that did knockouts and things like that. But it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need
Ring card girls.
Yeah, ring card girls.
man.
I see.
Who said it?
Ring
I
card
didn't know
girls.
what round it was. Facts.
We were just talking about that too.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must have thought enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on?
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning. And you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can, like, get disqualified for all that. Or, like, when he started counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know.
Hank, how much does it hurt to have the draw on your record now? And do you think it's going to stand as some sort of like renewed motivation for you, like the guys were saying, you know, as you proceed through these next couple fights?
Yeah, it just put, you know, food to the fire and things like that, fuel to the fire. But it's cool. It's cool. The draw is okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me, too. That was on me for sure. Because I didn't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more. Definitely did more.
Gervonta, Congrats on a good fight. You know, you originally were gonna call somebody out, you said, after the fight, but, you know, since the draw happened, it looks like Lamont Roach rematch is what's on the horizon, but who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Big Paul?
Next question.
Tank, congratulations, Barack from Ring Champs on All the Smoke fight. Were you
With the
surprised?
light-skinned guy that was talking shit too,
With the light-skinned guy?
Yeah, what, yeah.
Where he at? I don't know. But were you surprised, because I know everybody else was, that Roach could take your power because you were throwing bombs in some of those rounds?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Hi, Gervonta. How are you? Amir Davis here. So I want to say great fight, amazing energy, great strategy. So following this fight after, what does preparation look like for you leading into the next fight?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting back in the gym in like a week. I'm gonna take a good Friday, couple of days off, but I gotta get back in the gym.
Thank you.
Go ahead, pass it, man.
Yep. Hey man, Warren here from 97. Lamont definitely learned stuff about you in this time, in this bout right here. What have you learned in this fight from Lamont that you could take forward in the next fight?
I could have stopped him. It's me. It's me. Definitely my fault. Definitely my fault.
Right here.
Hey Tank, congratulations.
Thank you.
So at the end you talked about how the audience has like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes they love you, sometimes they don't. And obviously they were reacting during the fight. Did that affect your performance or confidence at all?
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
Right here, Tank.
Yo,
Right here.
yo, Tank. What's up? Now, you were talking about, you know, having that period where you didn't like know like where the rounds was, because it seemed like at round 12, you kind of like looked and was like, well, yo, round 12, dang. You know what I mean? So like, what was it to like go through that particular process? Because you saw that you needed to kind of like step it up like right then and there once you realized it was the 12th round.
Yeah, again, that was my fault, man. I ain't pay attention to the rounds and things like that. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, you know. But gotta go to the gym and, you know, get back to the drawing board and, you know, train a little harder. Definitely, I'm glad it happened now and not, you know, no other way.
What's going on, champ? Listen, you're legendary, and I feel like giving an opportunity to a great fighter like Roach was amazing. At what point in the ring did you really feel his power or really feel a worthy component?
He caught me with a good shot, but it was times that I sat in there with him and I'm like, damn, this guy like super slow. Well, not super slow, but he's slow, and I could have took advantage of the moments. But I think I was boxing too much in the beginning, and when I felt like he was slow, it was just I'll relate down the line type of thing. But I should have pressed the issue, you know.
Right here.
How you doing, Gervonta? This is Matt from Bunch Boxing. I wanted to ask you, earlier in the year you spoke about retiring after 2025. How does a result that maybe you weren't expecting or a result that you didn't think you deserved maybe change the course of your plans for your future?
Yeah, it definitely changed my plans. It definitely changed my plans. I probably got like 4 more fights now.
Okay, all right, okay, good, okay.
Hey Tank, in the ring,
during the fight, you guys were really jawing back and forth at each other. What were you guys saying to each other? It felt like more than any of your other fights, it was a lot of jawing in the ring.
Trash talking a little bit, you know what I mean? We didn't get too crazy, but it's a fight, man. You know, he's from like my neck of the woods and things like that, and you know, hats off to him. You know what I mean? It was a great fight while it lasted and things like that. And, hopefully we get the rematch for sure. It'll be a better outcome for sure.
Anyone else?
Chris Murray, Philadelphia Sunday Sun. Tank, was there a particular round in this fight where you thought you could have done better, you could have gotten him out of there, you could have dominated, you know, at any of those rounds?
Yeah, I just felt like even if I didn't get him out of there, I could have worked more. You know, I definitely could have worked more. Again, it was myself, and that's the only person I could blame. So just get back to the drawing board, get in the gym, and work harder.
Prime Minister Davis.
Champ, Andre Gomes, Cornerman Boxing. Champ, your last fight was about 9 months ago. Do you think that there may be a little ring rust, and could that have played a factor in your performance tonight?
Nah, no ring rush, but I don't want to give it out, but I need to work on myself for the most part.
I don't have a question. I just wanted to actually thank you for your bravery. I myself had the opportunity to train, and I know it's not easy. And a lot of people like to judge, or they like to not give you credit. So again, thank you so much for all your hard work and dedication, because it's not easy. We really appreciate
Is it more? You can? Okay, good.
Hey Tank, congratulations on your efforts, and
I don't know where you at.
right in front of you.
Oh, damn.
No, it's good. You know, a lot of times when fighters mention the idea of like retirement, you mentioned about therapy, that you didn't really want to lose that killer edge. Just the thought and the consciousness of that, do you feel like kind of proactively thinking like that kind of hurt a little bit of that killer instinct, and especially fighting someone that you kind of viewed as like a friend? Like, was that really a little bit of that you spoke of?
I mean, it'd be cool, but you know, like we'd be cool, but like once we get in that ring, it's like it's different, you know.
Tank, what's going on with you? Was watching in sports. What was your mindset going into the fight? Were you looking for the knockout, or you know? I just want to know what your mindset was.
Nah, my mindset was definitely like trying to figure them out a little bit. I think I had it, but I did it too late. Like, I did it too late. But my mindset was definitely just like, I'll work them, beat them up a little bit, then press the issue.
Okay, one more here, and I think we're good.
Tank, I just wanted to ask, earlier you said, you know, hopefully you can get the rematch with Lamont next, but everybody looks at you as the face of boxing and as somebody who calls the shots. Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure. But hopefully we could get it before, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Oh.
We might see it in a minute. Definitely might see it in a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the WBA lightweight champion. And Tank, final words just for fans that tuned in, fans that were here. Again, there's rumors that I think it might be the #2 highest grossing event here at Barclays, when it's all said and done, with breaking more records. So Final thoughts on the fans that watched from home and were here in the building.
I just appreciate everybody that came out tonight. The good, the bad, the ugly. I definitely appreciate everybody that took their time out and showed support. You know what I mean? I'm nothing without, I want to say fans, but the supporters and things like that. And see y'all soon. Happy day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for one of boxing's biggest stars, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the champ. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all media for coming on out for this. Once again, we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. We'll be back March 22nd, PBC on Prime Video. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. That's it.
I would like to.
We lights out. It's about 3 a.m. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. All right, yo. Thanks everyone for being on here for this channel. Subscribe to the Boxing Source. Subscribe to the channel. We'll have a live podcast tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Later this evening, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So until then, I'll catch y'all later, y'all. Peace out.